Alright, I am interested to see how this goes. Ezreal again. Wow.
What I think we might start seeing a little less priority on is that Malzahar. I don't think the Malzahar and Vlad matchup went very well for Peridot at all.
Yeah, I didn't feel like it had a huge impact.
I think they camped it, and I think they shut it down pretty well, but
You can rinse and repeat that.
Yeah.
Same bands at OSU.
I don't know, I think... Oh, sorry, go on.
No, you're fine. I just was noticing that OSU is literally doing the exact same bands. Nothing else is threatening them. They're afraid to play against these two things.
Yeah. I think Peridot on the Cassiopeia end of Vladimir, he had a huge influence on that game, even in the loss.
Yeah.
Because that's something that he can pressure the Vladimir on, or they're just gonna bland the Vladimir.
Yep. He's done well. He's had great pressure regardless on Vlad.
Yeah, no, he still played well into it, but you could see Peridot was able to exert a lot of pressure and was able to really not shut down the Vladimir, but be a threat to it. But I feel like the Malzahar and the Vladimir Peridot did not present that same level of pressure and threat.
Yeah, no, the Cats definitely outperformed in comparison to what the Mals brought to the table there.
Yep. Once again, these Echo and Kassadin bans focused on Peridot. They're just not willing to let him onto these kind of melee assassins, melee AP assassins.
Yep,
no Rakan ban, but it's gonna get picked by OSU again.
Yeah, they finally didn't prioritize the Sejuani. I'm kind of curious to see if Purdue does here, since OSU
Purdue will almost
time.
I think this is I think they take Janna Sejuani here, and I think they're happy to do so. But all right, Caitlyn pick. Caitlyn Sejuani, Caitlyn Janna. Probably a Sejuani or a Janna here is. The best support and the best jungler are available to them right now. Probably want to take at least one. I actually wouldn't mind a Jarvan pick here either.
Something. I feel like if they don't take away the Sejuani... Okay.
There's the Janna.
So here's the Sejuani then?
Yeah, here we go. Third pick in a row. McDougal on the Sejuani.
They're probably going to do the double jungle bans after this yet again?
Probably. Well, so we'll see. We can... There's still a chance here for Holy Kerp to pick up a jungler.
There it is. Well, it looks like we're for sure going to have a really safe yet good poke potential here. Bot lane out of Purdue.
Now, I really want to see... so here they can pick up probably just an 80 carry. Like,
I would like a Tristana here.
A Tristana would be cool. Twitch is fine. Kog'Maw's fine. That's an early Cho'Gath. All right.
Like
Aaron completely switching gears here, going off the Fiora onto the Cho'Gath.
Cho'Gath and Caitlyn just swap teams. No big deal.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wait, is this Jace actually happening?
I did look up Thieves before the game, and Jace was one of his most played. Actually, I think it was his most played.
All right. Well, here's Thieves' opportunity to turn around how this top lane matchup went last game. All right. Now to play the other end of the carry into Cho'Gath. Now, what I am disappointed in is I really wanted to see Gungu pick up the Jarvan here. I think he's willing to play whatever gets thrown at him, but I got to imagine that OSU will be banning Jarvan and Gragas here. There's the Jarvan.
Before is what they did last time, and after that they did the Zac, and before
probably
just the Gragas.
Yeah, more mid lane bans on the Paradise. Oh no, Xayah ban. All right.
No Xayah Rakan. You know Remy did like that, so they chose the Zac
There's
instead of the Gragas again.
All right, here's another chance to pick up this Gragas. Probably pick up the Gragas here and then save for a mid lane counter pick.
And they already did ban out quite a bit. Oh, Rek'Sai.
Ooh, Rek'Sai.
Not a bad option.
Going for a little bit more early aggression out of Purdue.
Rek'Sai can still see Twitch and Stealth then, right? With the vision?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to confirm that one. Not too
bad
here.
But they don't seem concerned about that. They're gonna take their team fight comp. They're gonna take what Purdue's been doing the past 2 games, and they're gonna claim it for for themselves.
It'll be interesting to see what mid lane Purdue picks if they're not picking Vlad. Haven't gotten to see anything else. The Malzahar is still open again. The Cass is still open again, and they're gonna go with the Orianna this time. Something new every time.
Yeah. So Orianna is probably one of the better blind picks for mid laners. There's nothing that Holy Kerp can pick here that will be like, oh, he's screwed. There's no chance he has an Orianna versus this. That's an Azir lock-in.
There we go. I'm kind of hyped about this.
this freshly mini reworked Azir. I haven't seen this in any form of pre-made competitive play yet.
I haven't got to see it in anything like that, but I did manage to watch. I like to watch things on YouTube. That's what I like to do. And one thing I watched, it was a video about people talking about the hidden OP champs for this patch. And the number one most overpowered champion, according to their video, was the new Azir.
Really?
They said in the video, it's just a guy, and all he does is like these types of videos. I think he's like a D180 carry main. So what does he know? Probably not a lot.
Yeah.
But Azir was his number one. So I'm kind of curious as to how this plays out. Because everybody else I talked to said no.
Yeah, I've played into it in like mid-plat solo queue a couple times, mid to high plat solo queue, but that is certainly not what Holy Curp is. Holy Curp is a few tiers above that. So interested to see what he can pull on this. I know it's a shorter range pick now than it used to be. It's less about harassing from forever away and more about that melee range. Not quite melee range, but at least short range.
I know I was lucky enough to play Azir and Urf, and I realized I don't know what I'm doing in this champion.
Yeah, I got a friend who, whenever he gets Azir in ARAM, he just builds full tank. He just knows it's better that way. It's less risk to the team then.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what I am also interested in this game is just how OSU is going to be able to play this kind of more scaling comp. This is not what we've seen so far this series out of them.
They have that submarine ball there with the Twitch.
They do.
Oriana.
Assuming Rek'Sai doesn't ruin it.
There, but yeah, okay.
Assuming the counter submarine.
Let's talk about that. I do like the poke, siege, disengage out of Purdue though. They don't have a super duper amount of engage here. I don't think they'll have to, seeing as what OSU is trying to do here. But they do have quite a bit of poke and siege potential out of all three of their
The other thing about new Azir is the ultimate can only interrupt dashes while it's moving now. It doesn't interrupt dashes at all times. So if he wants to actually prevent the engage coming out of the Sejuani or the Rakan, he's going to have to time it really well with what they're doing.
Correct. Well, I think if OSU manages to get past the mid-game here, or even close enough in the mid-game, and get some picks, this game's pretty well over and in favor of OSU. My opinion.
Yeah.
But we'll see how...
I like OSU's draft a lot more, but Purdue's going really aggressive on this draft. So we're going to have to see what happens in the early game. What can Gungu make happen on this Rek'Sai pick?
I think the early game is going to make a huge decider for this entire matchup here.
Yeah, no, I think
early.
I think Purdue needs a decent to significant lead at 20 minutes if they want to win this game.
How about everybody in chat? We have
chat's dead right now.
Any favorites here? Any idea which one's going to happen? Is Purdue going to pull a magical throw? Is there going to be a God Cho'Gath just nomming on everybody? Maybe switch to the Caitlyn to Twitch, trading sides? Who do you guys think is going to win? Would it be a first place transition? OSU just continue to dominate the scene?
Tweet at Riot Games, hashtag OSU win or hashtag PRD win.
Weird. OSU's manager said OSU's going to win.
Oh.
Well, more than Purdue's manager can say.
All right.
Guess he disappeared. 100% right now on my... I got this poll going on Twitter. It's 100% on Ohio, so...
Oh, all right. You actually do have a Twitter poll up. All
no,
right.
Don't
tweet at Riot Games. Go check. That was a joke. Go check Kinetic's Twitter for the real poll.
All right. Loading in. I want to say this early game. I saw, we saw one Lee Sin in World so far, is that right? I know I've seen one.
Hang on, let me check.
Oh, there's statistics for that, huh?
Yeah, GamesOfLegends.com keeps...
Okay, never heard of that website.
It's...
check out.
You know what Oracle's Elixir is? It's like Oracle's Elixir. I like it a bit more than Oracle's Elixir. But... Lee Sin...
Okay. So my old 80 carry from Purdue is here, and he said Ohio.
All right. 2 picks. 2 picks of Lee Sin.
2. Yep, that's what.
Yeah, one by MLXG and one by Broxa. MLXG won, Broxa did not. So solid 50% win rate at Worlds.
Better than Callista.
Well, Callista's got that 0%. She's got that no win rate because she doesn't get played. But
30 seconds until
See, that's what I want
technically
to see.
0%, but
I
also
wanna see
technically
Callista.
100%.
I want to see the Callista in these games.
Yeah.
Never ever. Never picked.
Yeah, I think.
Never banned.
So there's two 100% pick bans actually at Worlds right now.
Callista?
Everybody talks about the Callista and Jarvan.
Jarvan. Really?
Yes.
Huh.
I think Jarvan is a strong. Well, Jarvan is a better first pick. I don't know if he's necessarily a stronger jungler than Sejuani, but since he can be flex top, I think he's a better first pick. So he never makes it through draft. Sejuani is like right behind. Sejuani's like 98%. There's been like one game with no Sejuani in it.
J4 Sej. It's been a lot. Why is?
There's been like one game with no Sejuani in it, and that's because like, I'm almost entirely sure it was like somebody playing against Gigabyte Marines, doing like a draft which would have traded. Like somebody got like Jarvan against Gigabyte Marines, and then Gigabyte Marines didn't pick Sejuani because they're Gigabyte Marines. It's like an oversight. I think there's technically 300% pick bans at this World.
I believe I had saw that Janna was like a 70% win rate or something.
Yeah, Janna's got a really high win rate,
which is, I guess, no surprise at all.
Yeah, I think she's pretty up there. She's like 92% or something. Like sometimes, like somebody will first pick. Some people prioritize Lulu. Sometimes people will first pick Lulu, and then like get like Rakan or something. But
I actually
we're getting into this game.
Poke out a holy here.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see how this Azir lane goes because I don't know. I don't know how it goes.
The mid lane's my not only my favorite one to watch in general out of these two teams here, but for this matchup in particularly too.
Yeah. Almost going for the engage here, but
the first miss I've ever seen out of the Comas.
Yeah.
Never before seen miss.
It's happened. I know it's happened. It doesn't happen on camera very often.
You guys saw nothing. It's alright. Top lane going as expected. Bot lane not aggressive enough. I was Purdue in my opinion. Mid lane.
I don't know. I think they're down to just push this at the turret. They don't want to just blow Peacemaker into the wave because then if Comas engages, they actually can't reply very well.
I want Sam to be winning in farm with this lane that they have.
Good harass out of Holy Curp.
Thunder.
Interesting to note, heal out of both mid laners. So Holy Curp's taken Ignite the last 2 games, so he's going to be playing this Azir a little bit less aggressively than he plays the Vladimir. Wow, this is a really big lead for Thieves in the top lane though.
Yeah. That's what expected though.
Aaron, yeah, but this is a lot. Aaron's only on 2 CS here.
And Sej hasn't been there to help or relieve any pressure while you see Rek'Sai actually lead around up top.
Yeah, they can't dive this, but here comes Sej to try to help keep the pressure down. Gotta watch out for a combo here. Meanwhile, the bot lane is still trading down. E-Girls gets caught up a little bit, but does manage to hit the tornado. Oh, here's a dive! Wow, this is a very early... That's a Rupture landed onto Gungu, though. Gungu might go down here for first blood. That was a massive misplay by Gungu, getting hit by the Rupture.
Great Rupture.
Giving that early lead to OSU.
That's not a good way to start the game. The tilt has settled back in.
Alright, this is just... I already think scaling comps are better in this meta, but we are 3 for 3 in this series of whatever team picking the early game comp going over aggressive and giving up first blood.
Yeah.
So, especially for this league, please pick scaling comps. Oh my god, wait, lots of damage here. Once again, the aggressive team's going over aggressive. Sam's going to get picked up here by Remind Me Remy. Powerbuff E-Girl's taking lots of damage too, going to have to flash away. That's all 4 summoners down and a death for the bot lane out of Purdue.
I'm going to give you a quick heads up. I had my game do about a little bit of lag there. So now I am about a second behind you.
Okay, here, if you... Alright, hold on. First of all, Powerbuff E-Girls is getting dope here. Let's watch this happen before we fix this issue. Remind Me Remy is probably going to die here as well. There he goes. Okay.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Alright, well, we're going to wait for this violence to stop. It's unspeakable violence. And then we can reset. Okay, so you are... if you just... Oh, wait, never mind. We're still going. We're not done yet. Alright, okay, if you count what your time in-game is, I will just pause my game and then resume it when we sync up.
I'm at 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Alright, we're good. We were desynced actually by almost like
4.
Yeah, we were desynced by a lot.
Yeah, got a good stutter there. But Aaron actually did use his teleport just to come back and land and die 1v1 with Thieves again, starting out at half health, health, I should say. So I want to see a bit. Okay, I was gonna say maybe we'll get a big buy out of Thieves here, but here it is. Makes sense. Still managed to keep a decent lead against Shogath. The bot lane though, man. Twitch snowball has begun. I'm fearing for Purdue right now.
Yeah. So, like you're saying, at least there is a slight gold lead at the end of the day. It's OSU, but
it's on the rat too, man.
Yeah, that's the real concern, is that it's on the Twitch. As well as the fact that Purdue is playing this early game comp, and if you're going to be playing that, you really need to take early leads. At least Jace is getting them, but really feel like Aaron's coming out even at the end of the day, as he gets donated free kills from the direct side.
That was a big swing in momentum there.
Yeah, no, so comes down to the mid lane a little bit. Looks like this Azir has been able to be laid up. Maybe. Comus might go for something here. Twitch is in stealth. Twitch is going to have the steroid, but Comus doesn't want to go too hard. Does not have that Rakan ultimate, so it's not guarantee any knockups. Wow, lots of damage coming back out of the Azir.
It looks nice there.
Comus might go for an engage here. Oh, he gets knocked out. He's going to take a lot of damage here. He might actually just go down. They don't have heal available. Sam's taking a lot of damage here on the... Oh! Big burst out of the Contaminate from Remy. Gonna be taking down Caitlyn.
Early BF sword, totally worth it. Only to that pickaxe of Kate. I don't think she's gonna have enough money to buy anything useful here either. Good damage out of Aaron. Thieves is half HP.
He's starting to equalize this gold. Aaron's been putting some solid ruptures.
We're waiting on Gungu. We're waiting on.
Gungu's just going to be here trying to clear the way, but actually he's going to get engaged on here. Knight put down on, gets the Orianna ult, put down onto him, and it looks like this is going to be a double kill for Peridot.
Flash was coming up soon on Janna, not soon enough.
Might swing back some of that early lead that Holy Curve has gained on Azir. OSU seems to be running away with the game, and they're not even the comp that wants to do that.
I mean, I'd want to either way, but...
Oh yeah, but they don't even need to.
No,
like this could
exactly
be even right now, and OSU would be happy.
It's like all Thieves. His ability to push Aaron out consistently is going to start
It's all about
dwindling.
Thieves here. Thieves is going to have some sick teleport plays into the bot lane. He's going to have to turn this game around for his team, or they're just going to slowly lose. Maybe even quickly lose if they keep overcommitting.
I've seen a lot of swings. I'm not going to say it's over, but...
it's getting there. Here comes Remy. Nice rupture out of Aaron again. Just hits every single one. Lots of damage being put onto Thieves. Thieves does not have the flash. He might go down to this Contaminate, and another one. Oh, but that's a nice pickup for Holy Curve. Holy Curve is probably going to be able to pick this up. That's a 1-for-1 trade. Going in onto Gungu, though. Gungu's going to get stunned up here. Here comes the Comus trying to land another one, but he manages to get off the dash on the Rek'Sai tunnel. Here comes Comus once again. He's dealing a lot of damage. That's a pickup for Peridot on the Orianna. Holy Curve needs to get away, but he actually is getting charmed up by the Rakan. McDougal's tanking up the turret. Holy Curve dashes over the wall, trying to escape. He might actually get away here, but McDougal's trying to chase him. Flashes over the wall, deals damage on Sejuani, manages to pick up the kill.
There's there's two things that OSU has been consistently doing better than Purdue. One is the vision control, and two is rotating. Every single time, whether on the defense or the offense, OSU has consistently out-rotated Purdue. And that's just another spot right there. They send 5 people top lane, and they get so much out of it.
Yeah, no, the macro game has been very good, and it's beginning to look more and more like, after the first game, it looked like maybe they were just getting outclassed in some ways, but it looks more and more like they might just have good enough team play that it doesn't matter.
I'm gonna go ahead and see Purdue trying to pick up this Infernal Drake here. First one of the game, good one to get, and they can finally get something on the board.
Yeah, it's very important that Purdue gets that. If you start giving up Infernals to OSU at this point, ooh, they're gonna just ram it right down your throat. Almost just clearing some wards here.
Alright, well, I think we're going to see a little bit of a slowdown for a bit here as teams clear the waves back by. Both turrets pretty weak in the top lane. Mid staying consistent, turrets go on the bot. Pretty even
got
across
some
the board
buffs up for both junglers. Going to want to secure those before doing anything more.
See the bot lane heading back to top again.
Thieves and Aaron trading a little bit in the top lane. And Aaron's actually going to come ahead. See, here's the problem with letting Shogath into the lane and not managing to keep him down as effectively as you need to on Jace, is once he gets tabby and doesn't take that much damage from you, he's going to regen so much from the passive that there's nothing Jace can actually do anymore.
Yeah, he did quite a great job in the early game, but after that dive, and then after the gank from the Twitch, and after the team
that
fight,
dive just gave him what he needed. He's got the tabby, he's got the Glacial Shroud, and now it's going to be tough to actually do enough. Oh, that's a really big flash play out of Gungu, but he's just going to get
same thing
pulled in
again.
once again. Oh, that's a big interrupt on the engage from Rakan. Rakan's trying to get on in here, but Thieves is going to be taking a lot of damage. Thieves is going to go down here. That's a double kill for Peridot. 11-3 on the game.
They're going to dive in on the Peridot. He's going to stay super far away from the fight, and he still manages to get all the kills again without a death. 5-0-1 with the most farm in the games. All the kills are going onto your snowballs that you want. Everything you could want to happen right now is going perfect for OSU. Objectives are falling for them. Kills are going to the right targets. Everything is going perfectly. Gungu's just close to everything being right and just coming up short every time.
Yep.
And another free turret uncontested out of Twitch. Can't just let that ball free.
Once again, another engage, forcing flash out of Sam. There's so much pressure being exerted by OSU here. They have a 5k gold lead, and they're just going to keep up this pressure. At this point, you gotta hope, if you're a Purdue fan, you gotta hope for a mistake.
Yeah. Some kind of failed engage somewhere, under some turret, or for some objective.
Maybe cheese out something with an Azir, Shurima Shuffle, anything. Because
You're gonna have to have it. We've seen some great plays out of Holy
that's
Knight.
necessary at this point. You're going to get outscaled by this team, and you're already getting them to their scaling point so quickly. They're just falling behind so heavily. Alright, they don't even have an item completed on this Jace yet, and we're getting up towards 14 minutes here. Meanwhile, everybody has completed an item on OSU's side, and some of them are working towards their second ones, other than the Cho'Gath, of course.
Other
Cho'Gath
than,
even is
other
sitting
than
on
mistakes, I don't
1400
see how they come back at this point, though.
Yeah,
The way this goes, the worse it's gonna get. I don't even think that Thieves can contest Aaron anymore, and he's getting collapsed on right now.
No, Thieves is getting collapsed on here. He knows that it's happening, but it's likely to play. He's gonna get hit by this Orianna ultimate. Maybe not even gonna need the ultimate.
I don't even need it. Need nothing. Spreading the love, giving Aaron some kills. Orianna.
Another well-placed.
Remy.
Another well-placed rupture from Aaron, and he's gonna pick up another kill for it.
It's just the rotations again.
Yeah.
You have to know that OSU is going to be somewhere in your blue jungle at this point. Look at the turrets.
Yeah, Gungu's getting forced out. I feel like you really have to look at this Rek'Sai pick is just not working out for Purdue. They tried out some early aggressive plays with it. They didn't quite work out, and
I like to see the variations,
Rek'Sai doesn't really
but
have a lot of heal defensive options. Rek'Sai also does not have access to build, like, he's still building, what's it called? He's still building Warrior Enchantment on the Rek'Sai while he's 0-4. And that is not going to be very useful. You're not going to be assassinating anybody on this Rek'Sai anymore. You just need to go tank.
his poke damage is not even high enough either.
Nah. So, I really think, especially with the Rek'Sai not building tank, this game is almost insurmountable for Purdue. They don't have a front line. The Twitch and the Orianna deal so much damage, and they actually don't have a member who won't just melt to it.
They were all about the peeling, disengage, tight, poke, siege. And that's exactly what you don't need right now.
Yeah.
You can't really do that when you're just gonna get dove in one shot anyway.
Yeah, no, I think any member of Purdue right now, if they run into Cho'Gath, Orianna, or Twitch in a dark alley, it's not going to go well.
Do you have, for once, I can actually say, Purdue's vision control in their blue jungle is good? I mean, it was late. The objectives were already taken over. Ooh, got another catch on Thieves here.
Yeah, once again, yeah, no, Thieves is just going to go down here. He's just going to melt Orianna. Oh, maybe not. Ooh, that's a good anti-shock blast. I mean, the point is, though, they blow a flash, and they don't even have to commit anything other than the Orianna ult, and now they're just going to get a free throw.
Well, we are going to see the Rift Herald for once, finally. We talked about it, we touched on it, and we're finally going to see it.
Yeah, his mechanical play and his knowledge about engagement is great, but I have to criticize the Comus here. Why does he not have Ardent yet? You've got a Twitch on your team.
Every game he's done this. He prioritizes everything else, and then he just gets it late.
Yeah, well, game one he didn't even get it. He didn't even get it on the board. But last game he went this build too. But last game he had Caitlyn, so it's like,
it made sense.
All right, I mean, I guess you don't really need the Ardent. But it's also worth pointing out they didn't even start winning fights until he got it, even with the Caitlyn. But now you have Twitch. You need the Ardent.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know. So I think... And once again, Comus goes B again, and he doesn't have enough gold for Arden. This is crazy. Blowing my mind.
You had to back for the wards, dude.
Comus, I love you as a player, but oh my god, get an Arden sensor. Remind me Remy is 4-2. He does so much damage. Give him an Arden.
He's almost on that 2-item power spike as well.
Yeah. I assume by the time he gets the 2-item power spike, Comus will have an Ardent ready for him, but...
Yeah, should be pretty quick. If he can just stay in this mid lane and farm off what the coin's about to drop.
Even with just Hurricane, you're happy to have the... There's a reason 80 carries are building gold gen items just to get this Ardent Sensor early. It's a good item.
Should have enough money now.
Yes. Sitting on 800 gold.
There you go.
Meanwhile, the Twitch is sitting on only 300, so Twitch, maybe he'll try to recall at the same time as the Twitch, and they'll hit their power spikes at the same time.
At that point, I don't know what you're going to do. I don't think I know what you're going to do at this point.
Yeah.
You're going to defend this. They got Jace splitting right now with teleports up. You're going to go ahead and try and defend this mid lane.
Gungu is sticking to this aggressive Rek'Sai build. I have to be critical of it.
At this stage of the game?
So I don't know. I would think you're kind of going for tank Rek'Sai anyway, because you Jace top. But especially now that you're so behind, you can't go this assassin build.
I get what he was trying to pull off with the aggressive dives that he did anyway, but...
Oh, if he was 4-0 instead of 0-4, okay, then I think it's a fine build, but...
All those dives paid off instead of just narrowly being flaws, then okay.
Yeah.
But at this stage of the game, no, you're right. It should not be a mount there.
Well, we're going to see what they can pull off with it. Maybe if they can get some kind of crazy catch onto both carries.
This ward control and the splitting that they've allowed to keep their waves pushing from Purdue, they're either going to dive mid or they're going to wait for Baron. I don't think they can siege mid. They have to dive it.
Yeah, it isn't like the Varus game 1. If you do get onto Twitch, you will probably die, especially when you have so much burst damage. Rakan can't do these kind of crazy heal things that Janna can do. So, if they can get to the carries, that's their path back into the game, but... Boy, it's a rough one.
I mean, I guess there's no looking to fight for Purdue right now. You do have to hope that they make a mistake. Okay, well, here's our...
Here's the Rift Herald. They're going to try to break this mid-inner, maybe even go for... Aaron is chasing down onto this Jace. He's going to land the Rupture, dealing a lot of damage here. He actually might get the solo kill.
Nope,
Alright, he's going to get forced out, but in the meantime, they're losing mid-inner, and they're probably going to lose an inhibitor turret too. They can't defend this. Jace is so low.
OSU could not siege on the Herald. They have to dive.
Yeah.
Taking
okay, actually, lots of damage going down onto the Comas here, but they still have all their engaged tools. That's a pick onto Thieves. Thieves is dead. And just waiting for the next wave. Now it's 4v5. They can dive here. They can, yep, there they go. Alright. Oh my god, the Twitch damage is massive. They're just tearing through every single one of these members. Comas is going to go down, but it doesn't matter. Twitch has to flash out, but now it's just Aaron in here, 1v2, and I actually think he's okay with it. He thinks he can win it, and he's probably right.
Way too big. Powerpuff's gonna end up falling here, just wasting time.
Yeah, no, Powerpuff is likely going to get put down here. Just gotta wait, try not land that Rupture. Nice speed boost from the Orianna. Here comes the Rupture, is it gonna knock him up? It is!
Aaron, that was probably the dirtiest Rupture you've had all game.
And he's had some dirty Ruptures this game.
They've all been good, but that one just pops it. That was
yeah, no, that's what you want to happen there. Interrupting that blast cone. Just gonna be the nail in the coffin.
Purdue needs to get some wards out right now, Miss Baron. They have to know that this is gonna be happening.
Yeah.
Not clear enough. Nothing's going on. Contest the
Didn't
Baron.
actually even break inhib turret off of that fight. They're just gonna take all the kills and be happy with it.
Potential's not too great. They dove. That's the only thing they could do, and they were successful.
Yeah, but they're gonna be happy to keep doing it.
The Baron, shot blast, the steal.
Possibly. Nope.
Shot. Thomas taking some large amounts of damage there. And now they're gonna go top. Oh no, Thieves. Not again. I've seen it so many times this game. No.
Yeah, no, this is likely going to be it. Down goes Jace.
Alright, so we'll see if they can
once again,
manage
4v5 on the map.
I don't know if they can do it. The Baron empowered minion wave coming up. Dive potential being readily available yet again. Coach is too big. He can take all of this. Ori is monstrous.
7 feast stacks. Not afraid to add some more to his pile if he can.
Yeah,
oh, that's a whipped Orianna ult. That might be a little bit of a path for Purdue into the game, but Purdue just gets forced off the turret by the Twitch ultimate. Alright, Alright, yeah, this is the closest thing to a team fight opportunity that Purdue actually has, and they're still likely going to lose here. There's no ultimates on the carries for OSU, but OSU's just going to try to pick things up. Actually, Miami Remy goes down. They might get forced off here. They might even be able to pick up more targets. Both people get hit up onto traps. Peridot's got to be forced back. Thieves is up a bit too far, though. He's taking a lot of damage here. Peridot goes legendary off of a kill on Sam. Feast down onto Thieves. Lots of damage being put out here, even with the dead Twitch. And they're going to take the inhibitor, maybe even try to go for more.
Wow.
That's
so one-sided now.
There's GG's coming out of Gungu already.
Yeah, the tilt has settled in.
Very possibly.
When the tank,
JK.
When the tank manages to get chunked out before he can even engage, the only engage you have, the only tank you have, and he's getting chunked while still being underground and has to back out.
The only tank they have isn't even a tank. He's building Black Cleaver second. I don't understand.
Oh, maybe it's Azir. Like maybe they took after the
maybe they took
I saw the Rylai's.
Like Azir, you're joking, but Azir is almost as tanky as Rek'Sai with this Rylai.
They came in and stream sniped. They heard the Azir build by your friend. You better give him credit.
That's for if you can't play the Azir, though. I think Kerp's actually performing the best on his team right now.
Not wrong.
I mean, like, there's no mistakes coming out of Powerpuff E-Girls, but you can't do anything when you're so behind with Janna.
We do end up seeing the Ardent. Finally.
Yeah, like, Holy Kerp's at least even. Oh!
Well, you just spoke too soon.
I guess I did, yeah. It's a bit of a positional error, but once again,
Peridot,
boy, is it a surprise when you just get one shot at 24 minutes by Orianna combo. And that's another big ultimate. Holy Kerp just melts instantly. Gungu melting very similarly to the Twitch ultimate. Twitch just coming through, tearing through everybody. That's a 5-for-0 ace, and that's going to be the end of the game and the end of the series for Ohio State University. Great performance out of this squad here.
Janna's coming up. She can heal it.
Ah.
You got it. Trust.
No.
Turret.
Well played by OSU. Reverse sweep in the best-of-3 series. And going down game 1 and coming back to win the next 2.
Hold on to their first-place lead. Taking down
solidify it
one team to make them no longer second place. Now they have their next second-place matchup next week.
GG's coming out. Very well played by Ohio State. I got to give props to Aaron this series. He played immaculately.